there is this storm of conflicting emotions that are plaguing me as it slowly dawns on me that the class of 2012 is finally graduating. So I turn toward extremely wise and forward-thinking philosopher Justin Bieber to fill in for me. I'm going down, 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 down. And I just can't believe my first high school won't be around. And I'm like, baby, 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 oh. Ironically enough, Justin Bieber and I only hold two things in common. Number one is first names. Number two, great hair. However, after today, I might have to strike the similarities between Justin Bieber and I up to 3, because soon I will go down, down, down those stairs with my diploma and lose my first love, i.e. high school. You see, while graduation may be an opening ceremony for the future, it is simultaneously a closing ceremony for the past. It is the final parting glances at high school life before we walk away forever. So, let's honor the end in an appropriate way with a toast. Here's to the friends that we've traveled with. Individually, we all know who they are because they stuck with us till the end. They've cheered, partied, and laughed with us, and friendship is one of the few things that human beings can create that is stronger than ourselves. Transcending the third dimension, the bonds and bromances we've established can go across any amount of time and distance, because no matter where we go, we'll always be best friends. So here's to those by our sides, but always in our hearts. Here's to our mentors, teachers and parents alike. A Chinese proverb, yeah, that's right, Chinese. A Chinese proverb says, "Tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I may remember. Involve me and I will always understand." Thank you for making us understand in so many different ways and so many different lessons, because from here on to eternity, we will use what we understand to tackle what we don't understand. Here's to the mishaps, the oops moments, the forgotten homework assignments, the funny typos we make when texting people, and the failed jokes that are followed by an awkward silence and then a shameful lowering of the joke teller's head. Personally, one particular oops mistake sticks in my mind. In my history class, my teacher told us that there are 2 types of personalities, type A and type B. As it turned out, every single person in my group was a type B personality except for me. But I triumphantly remarked, "Don't worry guys, my A-ness will cover for all of you." Needless to say, I was the butt of the jokes for a while. However, the fact that we're all here today remains a testament that we have triumphed over our errors and we have beaten our mistakes. Here's to the successes. The moments of greatness and times of harvesting. Every club and competition that Plano has touched has been revolutionary and fantastic. So many championships, good runs, and distinct individuals dot our generation because we are a part of a living legacy, and the mark of our generation is one of inspiration and victory. In the words of speech and debate coach Mrs. Potts, winning is our middle name. Here's to the distractions in our lives. I even made a little limerick for all of you. It goes something like this. I squandered the day on Tumblr and Twitter, on Facebook and YouTube, watched Katy Perry glitter, How I Met Your Mother, League of Legends bother, oh, starting homework at 12 sure is bitter. These mini excursions in our lives may have been very distracting and made us become more procrastinators, but they have been part of the reason why we've got here today. Lastly, Let's toast the most important thing that high school has given us. So here's to the memories. Part of stopping and smelling the roses is remembering who we are, what we've done, and who was with us. Thus, we must never forget and always pay tribute to the past, memories, good and bad. Famous author Oscar Wilde put it best when he said, "Memory is the diary that we carry with us completely." And as many times as we toast it, the only true way to honor and close the past is to remember it. And baby, oh, does the class of 2012 have a lot of memories to cherish. So in the end, here's to remembering. Here's to the past that connects us to the future. Here's to those events that are the ingredients that make up who we are. Here's to the fragments of time that can never be fully digested. Here's to the funny stories. Here's to the moments when life is so bittersweet that the tears that come out of your eyes are both from happiness and sadness. Here's to everything that high school has given us. From friends, to family, to memories, to education, to skills, to morality, to a boatload of Chipotle, even to all of the memories we've made. So here's to us. Also, here's to Eric Kim, the senior class president, who will give now his address.
All right, mic check. All right. Wow. I never knew that I could get any bigger, but then... Let me go back to a handsome-looking man. Thank you. I like myself. All right. So, before I begin, I would like to thank Ms. Watkins, Mr. Davis, all the administrators, teachers, and the coaches. Also, I would like to thank my parents and my brother, who's sitting right there, I found them, for always being next to me whenever I needed help, and for supporting me through high school. I'd like to shout out to my friends who truly love GPA, and all my classmates for allowing me to be the class president for the class of 2012. Who would have thought that the Hulk would copy me by ripping off his shirt? Anyways, it is a great honor for me to stand in front of you and speak to you on this momentous day. I know many of you would have cherished to speak in front of our graduating class, but I volunteer as a tribute. That's my Obama smile, all right. Today is the day that we reflect on and celebrate the 12-year voyage that we have endured. Even though at times we may have dreaded these 12 years, we can say that it certainly was an amazing journey. 2012 is a year that we finished our long, arduous climb to the top. How did we do? The class of 2012 made sure that we did not end our high school career with a simple period. Rather, we kept it real and left a legacy with an exclamation mark. We didn't just leave our paw prints in Plano's yearbook. Instead, we made sure that West Fountain would also blend maroon. Finishing strong, we will always have this year tattooed to our hearts. Well, for some of us, we'll have it tattooed to our butt. In all seriousness, nothing can possibly stop us from graduating. After all, the Mayans made sure that the world will end after we graduate. Even the tornadoes around DFW made sure they swept around Plano Senior High. All right. Now, let me share the most influential quote that has changed my life. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Reflect back on the goals you've set this year. Was it getting all A's in your classes? Was it winning state this year? Or was it getting fit this year? Whatever it was, did you achieve it? As Mr. Martin Moon said in the speech before, hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. Think about it. However, hard work does not come naturally. You must want success as much as you want to breathe. If you're drowning underwater, what would you think about? The party that is happening this Saturday? Or the hot girl or guy next to you? No, your only goal is to breathe. That is how you should think in order for you to succeed. As we look to the stars for guidance, we must remember not simply to follow, but to go out and grab them. If you want success, you must be willing to fall down 7 times and get up 8. And if you can't get over the hump, you must be willing, remember, you can't turn the wind, so turn the sail. Keep your ship upright, go out and pursue your goals with all your efforts. And ship in a harbor is safe, but that is not what ships with P are built for. So as we continue our voyages all across the country this fall, don't be afraid to leave your homes and journey out to seas. Everything will depend on you and only you to take the next step. To attain success, you must set all your goals and have consistent thoughts in your mind to push you forward. Each of you has your own unique one direction, and that's what makes you beautiful. No matter where you are, who you're with, what you're doing, you will have to be focused and motivated to fight to become successful. The class of 2012 is ready to face a challenge and overcome whatever is there in the real world. People say that we are all just living in the Plano bubble, but I assure you that when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you will never back down. The future is finally open for us to break through and be the difference that we've always dreamed of. Looking back on the past, evaluating the present, and predicting the future, today is a monumental day for us. As we come to our last days as high schoolers, we may forget some events and stories from these years. However, we will always carry all these memories within ourselves. We may never think back to some of these moments, but these fleeting memories have played a part in shaping who we are and who we will become. So just remember, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Thank you, and God bless. And you probably thought that I was done, but so now our lovely, wonderful, fantastic principal, Ms. Watkins, will come up and introduce the graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, the students seated before you have met all state and local requirements for high school graduation. The presentation of certificates to the graduates will be made by Superintendent of Schools Richard Matkin, Executive Director of Secondary Campuses Susan Modisette, and board members Missy Bender, Michael Friedman, Marilyn Hinton, Nancy Humphrey, Carolyn Mobius, and David Stolley. Plano Senior High teachers Al Gallo, Michael Hernandez, Karen Wilbanks, and Cheryl Potts will introduce the seniors. Those students who have maintained an academic average of 90 or above for their high school years will be announced as honor graduates. At this time, will the graduates please come forward?